Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, I'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Bo. And yes, those weekly Torah portions, they define the history of Jewish people, the history of the world, actually the reality, the current reality of our people as well. And yes, we're finally getting out of Egypt. We're leaving Egypt, and we receive on the way the first commandments in the Torah, the first commandment actually of the sanctification of the new moon, but also the first commandments related to remembering the Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Exodus from Egypt. Then obviously the first one is a commandment of the Seder, and it's a very vast commandment. It's not only about asking questions, not even only about telling the story. Torah even prescribes the menu that we should have in the Passover table. Yes, it's matzah that we're crunching with pleasure every Passover Seder, even it's not supposed to be pleasure, and even what are the dishes that we're eating, and it's not gefilte fish, no. The main dish at the Passover Seder, the first Passover Seder, and then many years after, was the roasted lamb. And I think it wasn't the lamb, but doesn't matter, I don't understand really in the meat, but it was open fire roasted, the whole animal served for entire family. And but there's one strange detail in all this mitzvah of Passover Seder that I paid attention. There's one word that mentioned many times when the Seder is, and when Exodus in general is described. It's the word bait, home. In perspective of the building and construction, in perspective of the doorpost, but even in perspective of the family, the house that we come in all together. And the Torah tells us that when we going out of Egypt, we have to go in our homes and get together for the meal. I think when we're leaving someplace, it goes other way, the different direction. It's not that we can come in and sit by the table. No, we're leaving, we're packing, we're checking the documents, passports, tickets, there's a lot of hustle, not sitting by the table and having a barbecue meal. But I think there's a timeless lesson about what the Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Exodus from Egypt, actually is. Because our sages tell us that every day, every single moment, every one of us has to look at himself, that we are living the Egypt. We have to live the Egypt every day. Why? Because truly, the going out of Egypt, of our personal Egypt, doesn't start with actually physical movement, doesn't start with a geographical change, not in commemorating and remembering historical events. It starts with us, with our family, how we are getting together, going back home, sitting by the table, having a meal together, talking about who we are, our identity, where we are coming from. Basically, the idea of Exodus, it's not to go out right away, but go in, share it with your family, making a farewell party for our before we actually leaving our personal Egypt. And maybe we will get together by the tables on a regular basis, at the evening's dinner or family celebration. I will talk, communicate, talk one to another, tell each other who we are. Then we will learn how to live our personal Egypt. And finally, God willing, our Pesach Seder will not just be matzah and gefilte fish, but the real lamb, the real Passover offering with a juicy barbecue as it was done during the temple. Thank you very much. Live your own Egypt. Good luck. Shabbat Shalom.